Hey, Jim Hart here from the Hart Law Firm, and I thought I would take a minute and do a quick video to talk with you about the coronavirus and what's going on here in Wake County and things that you need to know as a client or friend of the Hart Law Firm. And basically, the last thing we want to do right now during this time of uncertainty is to make your life even more stressful than it already is if you're going through a divorce or separation from your spouse. And obviously, our goal here at the Hart Law Firm is to make things as easy for you as possible. So we do think it's important that we keep you up to date on what's going on with your case and just the office in general. And so I think the first thing that I want you to understand is that just kind of behind the scenes, most of you already know this about me and the firm since you've been in to meet with me and since you, in all likelihood, are a client. If you're watching this, or maybe you're a potential client thinking about hiring us, regardless, over the past several years, we've really made a conscious effort to transition into a paperless office. And what that means is basically in hindsight, this is a really smart decision because now it means we can work from wherever we want. And, you know, if you look around me here, I mean, I'm in my kitchen today. I'm working from home as I have been all week and as I plan to for the time being moving forward. So I won't be in the office, which means that nobody's in. Well, I share some office space with another attorney and his paralegal, so it's possible they will be in, but they don't work for me, and they just rent space for me. And so but I will not be in the office. My staff will not be in the office, which means there's not going to be anybody there to meet with you if you stop by unannounced. So do not stop by unannounced. I would ask for that. And practically speaking, here's the kind of the other things that this means for you. We are still meeting with clients in the office. Even though I said we're not going to be there, we are still meeting with clients in the office. However, for the time being, you need to have an appointment scheduled on the calendar ahead of time to know, so that you can confirm that we're going to be there to meet with you at that time. If you're on the calendar and we know you're on the calendar, then we will be there and we'll be able to greet you. But if you're not on the calendar, and if you just decide to stop by, drop off some paperwork or whatever, then there's a good possibility that we're not going to be there. Or if we are, we're meeting with somebody else, and so we're not going to be available to meet with you. If for some reason you would rather not come by the office, if you need to meet with us, but you don't want to do it in the office and you want to stay home or whatever, that's fine. We use some video conferencing software called Zoom, and you can meet with us online through that software at any time, as long as we get that scheduled in advance. I know to jump online and talk with you. For initial consults, for the time being, we're still doing those in the office. Until further notice, we're still going to have those in the office. At some point, we may decide, or we may be instructed by the authorities to not do any more in-person meetings such as that to help avoid the spread of the coronavirus, in which case we will let you know. So if you're already on the books as having an appointment, as of right now, Thursday, March 12th, assume that that meeting is going to be in person unless something changes. If you get sick, if you start to develop a cough, if you have a fever, something like that, let us know. We don't want you coming in the office and getting us sick. And now, of course, the dog wants to go outside. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, so that's important to understand. The other thing you need to know is our phone system is also virtual. So just like I have copies of all my client files here at home with me in a virtual setting, our phone is also virtual. So my cell phone has access to, I can place calls from the office and receive calls from the office from my cell phone. So you should be able to talk with us just like you normally would. Most of the clients, after they come in and meet with us and retain us, a lot of stuff we do is over the phone anyway. So this shouldn't be too much of a change. The only time you really need to meet with somebody in person is if we need to notarize something for them, in which case we'll coordinate that. So you really shouldn't see much of a change, except for the occasional barking dog. We're still going to be here. We're still going to be working on your files, and we're still going to be moving your case forward. The only other thing you need to know is if you have a court hearing coming up, we will be attending that court hearing for you. And if it's something that you need to be at, we will tell you that because we'll share that information with you through Clio. The only time that changes is if the courthouse closes. So if there's a closing with the courthouse, we'll be monitoring that situation, and we will let you know that the courthouse is closed and that you don't need to appear for your court date. Otherwise, assume for the time being that your court date is still on and you still need to appear. And typically, we'll be reaching out to you in the days prior to your court date to prepare with you, meet with you, and things like that. And all that, of course, can happen virtually. If you have to drop off documents for us, the best way to do it is going to be to scan those in or email PDFs. But if it's a hard copy that you need to give to us, like a signature or something like that, you can drop it through the mail slot if you stop by the office, and obviously we'll get that as well. That's it. If you got questions, feel free to reach out to me via email, or you can call our main number at 919-460-5422. I appreciate you. Stay safe, wash your hands, do all the things you need to do to keep your family safe, and we'll get through this. And have a great day, have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Take care.